invite you all to dance, ladies and gentlemen. This is the honor dance. I can't resist your charm. to thee.
Sing your song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad, sing of happy, not sad, sing your song, make it simple, to last your whole life long. Don't you worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing your song. Sing your song, make it simple, to last your whole life long. Don't you worry that it's not. And that's jazz.
pieces of my broken heart. I spent oh so many nights feeling sorry for myself, crying. Now I hope I ain't about now you see me. What I knew, got that chained up to the person still in love with you. Oh, you hell like somebody you just expected to be free. I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Half a dog. Lay down and down on the land. We'll survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I got all my lucky kids. I'll survive. We'll survive. Won't you tell me to? Won't you tell me to? Yeah. Won't you tell me to? Oh, won't you tell me to? Won't you take me down to the bar? Won't you take me down to the bar? Won't you take me down? Yeah, won't you take me down?
Oh, give yourselves a nice round of applause. Stay on the dance floor. Here we go.
No, no, I took the good time. I'll take the bad time. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. forever. Unspoken passion, no man not seem to care. I don't want clever conversation. Oh, someone that I knew. What would it take to believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, and that's forever. This I promise from the heart. I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are.
Give me.
Bashut, Baruch Atatanai, Henry Malcolm, Hamoti Lakamin, Aret.
I sprayed my finger.
Oh,
Video.
I think it has a boom mic on it.
With a boom mic on it.
Who's got a nice clean joke to try?
Can we tell 30 jokes? Yeah, that's right.
Who's the one taking pictures?
Are we allowed to tell dirty jokes?
You finished, let me know, okay?
No, dirty jokes.
That man only has one eye. The other one is black square.
I smell fish. Oh, I smell fish. Are you kidding? Mitchell. All right. Look at that kid's taste.
The tuxedo. Well, I'll tell you the next funny. The old red wheel. The way that they like to type it out, I just want to
How come you keep moving with
I thought you wanted a picture of the fish.
What do you want to bet? That camera's not running, and I know it. That camera's running? Good. Well, you know, you want to do a restaurant business without it.
I'm gonna film us eating. What? What do you think?
Jackie, would you please stand up? Please stand up.
Very nice. Is he gonna show this to a lot of people? It's gonna be on his TV tonight. Go on and say something. He might not. Maybe he's looking at you. You say something to Wolf? Wolf is a very basic party.
Malky, you're on candid camera,
Malky, no necking. Wave to the camera. Take your hand off Zane's lap and wave. Zane, turn around. The camera's on. Zane, is your family. Could you believe this? Shannon, tell me something. He didn't want to invite you in the first place. You're here, wave. It's a pleasure being here. This is with speaking, correct? Everything you're saying is with speaking. As Malky was.
Neil, talk business.
You're going to get it also. You're in the picture. You're from the intelligence.
I'll take a picture of it here.
Oh, that's nice. Do that again. Come on, do that again.
You're the only class act here. You're the only class act.
Just read what happens to me push. It said walk. The gentleman said ladies. It's like showing you the
A little of that, Murray. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the second half of the Super Bowl of Sydney. Usually there's only a 15-minute delay. This took a week. But I hope you could understand. It's sort of like a Polish wedding. It gets going and it takes a week to fulfill. And but we're very proud and we're very glad and thankful that everybody could make it. There was a bit of a question this morning as to whether this affair would come off, but I think all the tears that my lovely wife shed and the warmth and love of everybody here helped warm the temperature and melt the snow. So I'm glad it worked out. Speaking of my wife, I'd like to say something about her. She's a great gal. On a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 10 in about everything.
11.5.
She's beautiful. She's a great wife. She's very imaginative. You can look at the decorations. Everything was her choosing. There's also a 10 in my bank account. That's 10 cents. There's only one thing that she's not good at, and that's family planning. And honey, if you had planned on a July baby, it would have been a lot easier. I was there, but I'm innocent. Now to the real world. Last Shabbos was the real spiritual part, the religious part of the Bar Mitzvah. And my lovely son, I love very, very much, did a great job for those who were there. Tonight is sort of the social part of the equation. But despite that, we have a wonderful heritage. And even at a social occasion, I think it's time to pause and reflect upon our heritage and allow for a few words of praise or a few words from our Torah. And accordingly, Sidney and I would like to address you with a few words. And it's my pleasure right now to call upon my great son, Super Sidney, who will get the ball rolling with his few words. We would call that in Hebrew a Devar Torah, with words of the Torah.
In preparing for my Bar Mitzvah and studying my Parsha, I come away very inspired. In order for the Jewish people to become a great nation, they first had to suffer, and suffer they did. The Jewish people became slaves, they led bitter lives, newborn Jewish babies were to be killed. This was all part of a plan to destroy the Jewish people. But God heard cries and moans of the Jewish people and remembered his agreement with our fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that the Jewish people will become a great nation. In the first book of the Torah, Bereshit, chapter 15, sentence 13, we see that God told Avram that the Jewish people will go down to Egypt, will become slaves for 400 years, and then afterwards promised that they will all be freed. As part of the fulfilling his promise, God reappears in the life of the Jewish people. The story develops with the birth of Moshe Rabbeinu and goes on to freedom of the slaves, Exodus. The Parsha I read conclude by saying, Vayomer Adonai Moshe, Ata tir'eh asher aseh leFaro, ki v'yachazakai yishelachem, v'yachazakai Hashem me'artzo. Which means, and the Lord said unto Moses, Now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For by a strong hand he let them go, and by a strong hand he shall drive them out of his land. This teaches me about the past, but gives me encouragement to the future. As I said before, I came away very inspired in seeing that no matter how cruel a nation could be to the Jewish people, God would not forget us. He would not forget his promise and would see that the enemy's plan would fail. It may hurt for a while, but don't lose faith, as God will save us and protect us. Now looking at the past 6 months to a year, I am really pleased that I studied and prepared as I did. I hope to be able to carry on in this manner. I pray that God blesses me and my family and allows us to share many simchot with you in the future.
We sat down, and what I wanted Sidney to do was not just to be able to recite from the Torah and do the Haftorah, but to be able to feel and understand what he was reading. And I asked Sid for his thoughts as to what it really meant to him. And this was one of the thoughts, and we sat down and we did some work together. But the impetus for this particular speech really did come from Sydney, and I think was very beautiful. And I would like to share a few thoughts with you, and sort of, in a blessing for my son, say the following. The Torah is a collection of stories and laws. It is also a source of teaching about life, lifestyles, attitudes, and direction of individuals. To you, my son, on your Bar Mitzvah, your 13th birthday, I would like to draw from the Torah and present to you two aspects of what being 13 represents that hopefully will be of value to you and determine your behavior as you move on to become an adult. In the first book of the Torah, which is Bereshis, the creation, we learn about the lives of our forefathers. And by the way, before I go on, some of which I may say, you may have heard, those who were present last Saturday, from our Rabbi Luckstein. But just jumping the gun for a second, from the Parshat Shemos, it is such a beautiful particular section that Sydney read from that I don't mind sharing it with Rabbi Luckstein. So please bear with me. We learn about the lives of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the biblical giants from whom the Jewish people eventually derived. And in one particular section, which we call Parshat Toldos, which is chapter 25, sentence 27, we learn, and I'll read it in Hebrew and then I'll explain it. Vayigdalu han-arim, vayihi Esav, ish yodea tzayid, ish sadeh, v'Yaakov, ish tam, yoshev ohala. And there were two children, Esav and Jacob. And the explanation of what I just read is, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. But Jacob, on the other hand, was a quiet man, dwelling in tents. One of our great Jewish scholars, Rashi, explains what this means. He refers specifically to the term, and they grew. As long as they were small, they were not distinguished by their deeds, and no one investigated them as to their natures. But when they became 13 years old, this one, Jacob, who became our forefather, departed to the house of study, and the other one, Esau, departed to hunting and idol worship. So what we see then is that when one achieves the age of 13, he can begin to go his own way, governed by his unique emotional and intellectual makeup. Now we switch to the second book of the Torah, which is Shmos, from which Sydney read, which was the first book, or in English, Exodus. And there we once again encounter the term Vayigdal, and someone grew. And in the Pasha from which Sydney read, the following description of Moshe Rabbeinu, who was our greatest prophet, Moses, chapter 2, verse 11 appears. And in Hebrew, Vayihi bayamim ahem, vayigdal Moshe, vayetze el achav, vayar b'sivlosam. And it came to pass in those days when Moses grew, and he went out unto his brethren. So therefore, whereas in Genesis example 13 marks the point when the individual begins to look into himself, in Exodus, Moses became aware of those outside of himself. Moses' response to his coming of age was to assume the responsibility of his age and joined with his persecuted brethren. He identifies with his people, the underdog and downtrodden, as follows. We see that Moses protected a Jew from being killed. We also see that Moses intervenes in an argument between two Jewish people. Moses also, later on, asserted himself and saved the daughter of the priest of Midian from local shepherds. Moses had no self-interest. He was just reacting against the harsh treatment of his fellow man and desired to help keep peace and restore harmony between his brethren. Unfortunately, there are many examples of sons of Israel who, when they become great, they go away from their brethren. Not Moses. He went out of the palace, ruined his chance of following a brilliant career as a member of the Egyptian royal house. He went into the fields where his brethren toiled and agonized in cruel bondage. Moses' humanitarian qualities were already visible at the age of 13. Sid, my son, you were presented with a challenge when we took you out of Ramaz and sent you to a traditional private school. Now at 13, you have begun to face up to the challenge. In the spirit of Jacob, who chose the path leading to the house of study, as demonstrated by the way you prepared for your Bar Mitzvah, Friday night table, have all had a positive effect on you and helped prepare you for the coming of age represented by 13. In the spirit of Moses, your wonderful character, disposition, and concern for others, which everyone knows is a trait of yours, humanitarian qualities all, are beginning to surface. We are really very proud of you. Accomplishing what you have done at this point is also keeping in keeping with the name of the wonderful person after whom you were named, my father, your late grandfather, Alexander Zisha, of blessed memory, who passed away quite a few years ago when I was still in Shloshim, still in mourning. And my late mother, Gela, after whom your sister Lizzie is named, are fine examples of truly devoted parents, dedicated Jews, unselfish, considerate, and generous in all of their dealings with their fellow man. Your late grandfather, that you were fortunate to have known, Chaim, High Albert, also led a very exemplary life, adhering to the finest tenets of Judaism and humankind. They all would have enjoyed hearing and seeing how you have progressed in the past few years. But I agree with what you said last Saturday. They really are with all of us tonight in spirit. We're very fortunate to have present with us your grandmother, Nana, Ruth. And as you said last Shabbos, she has been a wonderful inspiration for you and for all of us. And you have had many wonderful opportunities to share with her. And I hope that that continues for many years ahead. In conclusion, my blessing to you, Sydney. I love you very much. And everyone here does too. May the teachings of Jacob, the inspiration of Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, the heritage of your late grandparents, the guidance of your wonderful grandmother, the love and direction of your mother, Lizzie, and myself, your entire family, and everyone here, allow you to continue to confront the challenges of life successfully and in the proper religious tradition, which I never want you to forget. Ever mindful, however, of your fellow human beings. As you go forth, may all of your efforts turn out well. May you be blessed with good health, happiness, love, and may you in turn continue to be a source of nachas, of love and success to all of us and to the state of Israel, who so badly needs young leaders. God bless you. Later on you'll hear from Lizzie and a few others, but now, if everyone will join us in the dancing of the Hora.
שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן ויעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יעשה 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 שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יעשה שלום Shalom Aleinu v'Alkol Yisrael. Ya'asu Shalom, Ya'asu Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Alkol Yisrael. Ya'asu Shalom, Ya'asu Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Alkol Yisrael. Ya'asu Shalom, Ya'asu Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Alkol Yisrael.
Let's twist again, like we did last year. Whoa, remember when I think I really humming. Let's twist again, like we did last year. Around and around and up and down we go again. Tell me so. Whoa, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Let's twist again, like we did last year.
Hello? Put this on.
More than the greatest love the world has known. This is the love I give to you alone. More than the simple word I try to say. I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know. My heart long to hold you, so my life will be in your keeping, waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever you'll be mine. I know I never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. More than you'll ever know, my arms long to hold you, so my life will be in your keeping, waking, sleeping, laughing, weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever you will be mine. I know I never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more.
La 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 la
הרחמן, הוא ישלח לנו את אליהו הנביא. הרחמן, הוא ישלח לנו את אליהו הנביא, זכור לטוב, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו בשורות טובות, ישועות ונחמות. ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו בשורות טובות, ישועות ונחמות. הרחמן, הוא ישלח לנו את אליהו הנביא. הרחמן, הוא ישלח לנו את אליהו הנביא, זכור לטוב, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו בשורות טובות, ישועות ונחמות. ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו בשורות טובות, ישועות ונחמות. הרחמן, הוא ישלח לנו את אליהו הנביא. הרחמן, הוא ישלח לנו את אליהו הנביא, זכור לטוב, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו בשורות ונחמות. ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו, ויבשר לנו בשורות טובות, ישועות ונחמות. ישמע וערי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים עוד ישמע בערי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים כל גדול וכל שמחה, כל קטן וכל חלה, כל גדול וכל שמחה, כל ששון וכל שמחה. לה 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 ישמע בערי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים עוד ישמע בערי יהודה ובחוצות ובחוצות ירושלים. כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן בבר מצווה. כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן בבר מצווה. לה 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 לה. La 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 la. כל שמחה, כל חתן ובר מצווה. כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן ובר מצווה. לה 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 לה. בכל הלב, כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן וכל הלב. לה 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 ובר מצווה. כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן ובר מצווה. לה 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 כל
They call us Sydney's cutie, bright and beauty, and they call us Bencher teeth. We've got our hair down the middle, slick it to the side. All the boys that love us think are alright, 'cause we don't drink our coffee, don't drink our tea, drive us crazy all the time. They call us Sydney's cutie, bright and beauty, and they call us Sydney's girl. Okay, now go back.
How about a hand for these marvelous performers, ladies and gentlemen?
One second. By the way, this is an original Elizabeth Scheck without any assistance from anybody.
Dear Sydney, today is your bar mitzvah and we're all glad, and for sure your party won't turn out bad. The whole family's very proud of you, and we wish you good luck too. When you studied, I wanted to say, save your voice for that special day. But then I thought that you're very proud, so I said it's okay if you're loud. Sharing the bathroom made us have many big fights, especially when you said turn off those bathroom lights. But I still love you a lot, and nothing will make that stop. During the summer, we go to different places, and we meet many new faces. But we still think of each other and how we fought with one another. When we come home, we say we will be good together, and we will never fight, not ever. But somehow that does not work for each other, and then we get heck from our mother. After that, she tells us, I thought you would be good together and never fight, not ever. So then we tell you we are very sorry, we are really good kids. But can I please take him to the auction and put him up for a bid? Excuse me, Sydney, you know I did not mean to say it. Please don't have a fit. Just remember you are the best brother a sister can get, and that I always loved you since the first day we met. I wish you many happy years with your family and your peers, and may everything go well for you, but just don't forget that I love you. Love your one and only sister, Elizabeth. And special thanks to Barbara Nadler, who wrote the calligraphy.
That's right. Thanks to cousin Barbara Nadler. And thanks to Elizabeth. Lizzie. And Lynn, are you prepared to come up? And in substitution for her sister, who's a little shy tonight. I don't know why she is, but we'll let her get away with it tonight. The deputy could come to the east. And we'll turn the mic over to Lynn, Gail's sister, Gail's younger sister. Zane, I got to tell you this. Zane and Lynn are twins. Zane, raise your hand. Maki and I have had many a fights who had the better of the twins. And we decided we're both very fortunate. He's a twin, she's a twin, and I'll turn it over to the... Zane was a gentleman. He let Lynn come out first, and we'll turn it over to Lynn.
All right, my sister's chicken to get up here, so I didn't have a choice, and she spent some time to put this together herself. She wrote, Sydney was to be his name. How lucky we were all when he came. We were all so thrilled that Lynn and Wolf had an heir, especially since they were such a cute pair. A good baby, we must not forget, doing exactly what everyone would expect. As time moved along and his sister had arrived, Sydney would always show her off with pride. Pull her, punch her, but love her he did. Just some sibling rivalry he did. Summer in Long Beach were so much fun. For Sydney he felt free to run. Olive Street, Azores either home, Sydney's feet comfortable to roam. San Remo was a special place. Sydney, you crossed those streets with haste. Broadway, Penn, Beach, and Olive Street might be easy for an adult to beat. You were only 3 at the time, but you crossed the street in almost flat time. I am sure a glad time has flown, and for sure you have certainly grown. When your sister was small, you tried to protect her fall. Anything needed by one or more. Sydney would volunteer for it all. Be it shopping or helping someone in need, Sidney always came without even need or plead. Special understanding he always had, not to say he never made Lynn mad. Sharing a room with Liz must have been fun, but he's so happy now with a room just for one. Teasing Liz was a pastime of his, chasing after her like a whiz. With time, Sidney did mellow. To Liz, he is still her fellow. Tennis, jogging, skiing, what may, Sidney can always be found enjoying each day. A pro is almost every sport he attacks. There is no drive he lacks. Swimming, he has won many a race, taking on a complete and unusual pace. Whatever you hope for, desires and needs should come easy with little greed. Continue to achieve in your own special way, caring, concerning, and sharing each day. Loved by one and all, and don't forget, always have a ball. And I think this is really true of my son, I have to say it. He's a special kid. Thank you all for sharing our Simcha with us.
Thank you very much, Zane. Come on. Amen. Amen. No Simchas only. There's so many people I'd like to acknowledge today and thank for coming. I just want to thank everybody. I happen to be involved with the Masonic organization, and we have a delegation here, and I'm very proud of the organization because we do a lot of very important charitable work. But I just want one individual to stand, and that happens to be a very dear friend of mine, and what we call the district deputy, Murray Penn. Just say hello.
A word.
And my best friend, Miles Barish, just stand up and say hello. In the summer at a place called Holiday. And thanks to everybody from KJ and Yorkville Synagogue, the West Side, East Side, all around the town.
Tony Biondo, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him. Give him a tremendous round of applause.
Uncle Seymour. Wait, we're waiting for Seymour, our worshipful master. We have everybody, Mom. Okay, we have the whole mishpacha. Official football field, but it's close enough. Okay, now.
Give him the mic.
Okay. Sydney.
I'll do it.
Sydney, at the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to make a wish. Put out the taper candle, first of all. Okay? Put out the taper candle. At the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to make a wish, and our entire family blow out the candles together. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sydney. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Tov and a mazel tov and a mazel tov and shimon tov and a mazel tov and a mazel tov and shimon tov and a mazel tov and a mazel tov and shimon tov. Yay, 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 yo, I do. Shimon tov and a mazel tov and a mazel tov and shimon tov and a mazel tov and a mazel tov and shimon tov and a mazel tov and a mazel tov and shimon tov. Yay, 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 yo, I do. Yeah, Lord, do ya, hey, Lord, do. Oh, you go Israel. Yeah, Lord, yeah, Lord, no. Oh, you go Israel. Yeah, Lord, yeah, Lord, no. Oh, you go Israel. Yeah, Lord, yeah, Lord, no. Oh, you go Israel. a celebration. To John and Helga, who will be married on Monday, and I'm very glad that they're with us, and they're very, very dear friends of ours, and it's their first bar mitzvah that they've attended, and they really feel. John told me that he really feel part of it, and Helga did also, and we're glad that they could share it with us. And on my right, Elaine and Eli, and we wish them. I wish Elaine, from the bottom of my heart, all the best I could say. She deserves it. Thank you. How about Eli? And Eli too. But Mazel Tov. Now let's do Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov.
Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov. Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simon Tov. Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simon Tov. Simon Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Simon Tov. Yeah, hello, no. Yeah, hello, no. Yeah, hello, no.
crazy. Oh, but it just may be a lunatic, y'all. Turn out the light. Don't try to save. You may be wrong. All I know, but you may be right. Well, remember how I found you there, alone in your electric chair. Told you dirty jokes that made you smile. You were looking for a man. I said, take me as I am. And you might enjoy the laughter for a while. Yeah, think of all the years you tried to find someone to satisfy. I might be as crazy as you say. Yeah, crazy then it's true that it's all because of you. Yeah, you wouldn't like it any other way. You may be right, I may be crazy. Oh, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking. Too late to fight. Don't try to save me. You may be wrong. All I know that you may be right.
Walked through a party in the county jail. Prison band was there and they began to wail. They were jumping out, a jumping girl was swing. Should have the knockdown jail, but swing the left rock. Everybody left rock. Everybody in the whole cell block. What they had to do to jail and rock. Bottom of a playing on the saxophone. Little Joe blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer kept the rhythm with the crash boom bang. All rhythm section was a football gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block. What they had to do to jailhouse rock. Number 47 said the number 3. You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure be delighted with your company. Come to do the jailhouse rock with me, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody.
Said I should say it cutely. How do I say it cutely? It's been a great night. I spoke a lot. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Now let's hear from the Bar Mitzvah boy. Say goodnight to everybody.
Good night. I am happy that you all came today, and it was a great pleasure to have you. Now here is my wonderful sister, my grandmother.
Grandmother.
No.
Sister.
I thank my parents for the lovely bar mitzvah.
It was my greatest joy to be with my family, and great success and whatever he wishes and undertakes.
My wonderful wife is a 10 on a scale of 10. And I thank her for preparing everything the way she did. It was outstanding. And thanks to Mom. She's my mother-in-law, but she's really my mom. And to my kids, my family, and my friends. It couldn't have been the success it was without everybody's help. And I say, Auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again at Lizzie's and Sydney's wedding.
I hope before that, honey.
And Lizzie's bar mitzvah.
Oh, and Lizzie's bar mitzvah.
Okay. That's it. That's it.
And I thank you all for coming. And I'm a little tired. I'm glad I ran the marathon.